Hi everyone, welcome to Red Fox Sewing and Crafting, and welcome to my craft room. I'm Joanna. So today I have this cute little gift bag album. Got a tie here and it opens like this, and we have 4 pages that are kind of waterfall size because they're different heights, and there's lots of little places to add things into here. This is a really quick and easy, cute little album to make. So we are going to start with the outside part. You will need 2 chipboard pieces that are 7 by 9.5, and 1 piece that is 4 7/8 by 7. For the cardstock, you will need 2 pieces that are 7 by 9.5, 1 piece that is 4 7/8 by 7, and 1 piece that is 4 7/8 by 6. So I'm going to start with our 7 by 9.5 inch piece cardstock pieces and our 5 by 7.5 inch chipboard. And we are just going to stick this on, and for the 2 5 by 7.5 inch chipboard pieces, there's going to be 1 inch on all 4 sides. So stick this down like so. And then with the the 4 7/8 by 7 inch piece, you're going to have 1 inch on the top and bottom, and then 1.5 on the sides. And I am just using some rulers to help me get nice spacing around all edges. You don't have to use rulers. I just find it a little easier for myself. So now I am going to use a burnishing tool to just burnish all my pieces together so that they stick. And then I'm just going to fold the cardstock around my chipboard on all 4 sides. going to take my bone folder and burnish along all 4 edges of my chipboard. And this just helps make your albums look a little bit more professional. So you're going to grab your scissors, and starting with the 2 5 by 7.5, we're just going to miter about halfway down and then cut straight to the corner of the chipboard on all 4 corners. Then your piece will look like this. I'm going to add some score tape to all 4 sides. And then remove the backings of all 4 because I just find it easier to do it this way. And usually I start with the longer sides, but since the spine is on the shorter side, I'm actually going to start on the 2 shorter sides. So add a little bit of glue along the chipboard, and I'm just going to burnish the cardstock against the chipboard and then stick it down like this. I'm going to do the second side. And then I'm going to do the longer sides. And then I like to look to see if there's any cardstock peeking out from the front, and if so, I just trim a little bit of it off so I don't see it peeking out. Trim this one too, I think. There. And then with the spine, you have this little rectangle here that you made from folding along the chipboard edges, and all you're going to do is cut from this corner to this corner, just like that, on all 4 corners. And once you're done, your spine will look like this. And I'm going to add score tape to the 2 1-inch sides. Then again, remove the backing of both. And then you're going to add glue to the sides of the chipboard like this, and then all along the 1-inch tab like that. Then you're just going to burnish this and stick it down. And get into that corner too. And then stick down the 2 sides of the paper so that it looks like this. So again, add glue to your 3 sides and all along the 1-inch tab. I'm just going to stick this down. If you get some oozing from your glue, that is good. That means that you're going to get a good stick. You want that. Now once all your sides are stuck down, it's going to look like this. I'm going to just flip this over and re-burnish the 4 corners on the outside of my spine. And then I'm going to take my scissors, and starting from the corner of my chipboard, I'm going to cut a small angle cut like that. I'm going to do that to all 4 corners. Like this. And then if you are using score tape, you want to put your score tape 1/4 to 1/8 inch away from your chipboard on the outside. Because you don't want score tape to be peeking out from the corners of your album. So I'm going to do this one, and then we can put the outside album together. Now that our pieces are all put together, it's time to make the album. So I have my scoreboard turned to the side, and I'm going to start with one of my larger pieces, and I'm going to put it this way because our spine is the shorter way. And then you're just going to, since this one is the base is the spine, I'm actually kind of centering my chipboard, my spine, to my larger piece here. I'm just going to check to make sure that it's straight. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Because of how this one kind of sits, you kind of want the spine or the base to be centered with the two 5x7 pieces and not flush with one side, otherwise it's gonna look a little off. So we have that, and now we're going to grab our 6 by 4 7/8 inch piece, and I'm going to add some score tape to this really quick. So you're going to grab your album, and this goes over the spine base. Want to center it as best as you can, and then stick it down and get a nice burnish. And then you can take your bone folder and just burnish along the two edges of the base to get it to fold. Just like that. So I have some ribbon here, and I'm going to cut probably I'd say 16 inches. 2 16-inch pieces. And then you want to find the center of the tops of your two 5x7s. And I'm just using my mat here. Help me with this. I'm going to take one of my ribbon pieces and center it on my mat, just like this. Making sure that it's center on my chipboard cover. And I'm just going to stick this down with some score tape, just like that. And then I'm going to do it to the other side. Do the same thing. Actually, gotta flip this around so the pattern is mirrored. There. Now you have a way to close your album. So we're going to set that off to the side for now and work on our pages.